I've seen it in myself, oh yes I have. Put wealth before my health, I'm confessing that. When I lay it all out in front of me, the only one who's really testing me is me, is me.
What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another weekend vlog, week 19. That's right, we're getting closer and closer to that half a year mark. Today I'm going to touch base with a few bits of information that's happened throughout the week. Like, I'll wait for this airplane to go past. So me and my partner Hannah, we were watching Jeremy Kyle, and I do have the tendency to notice odd things just out the blue, just odd things. Anyway, so we were watching Jeremy Kyle, as we do, and going through the intro, and it goes through the crowd. You know when it just, like, the camera pans down to the crowd, and we see this guy. He just stuck out straight away, just completely stuck out straight away. And as it was going, we done a cheeky little dab. How do we do it? Dab. I can't do it. Harley can do it better than me. And yeah, so this is this clip here of just, it was just random. I thought it was funny that you guys might want to see.
Well, I have to land it.
Rewind it then, back.
I was waiting. I can't see it. She's right where the little
Right, where it goes to the crowd. Do you see all the crowd? Watch this guy. This guy is dabbing. He dabs. Look, this guy. Dab.
That's brilliant.
So, following last week's vlog, which you see me try to sing Riptide by Vance Joy, or Joy Vance, one of the two. Well, I decided that I would try and learn how to sing that with the ukulele. And no, don't worry, you don't have to see it, because I haven't really learnt it yet. I'm still trying to learn it on the actual ukulele itself before I try and sing with it. Nonetheless, it's a good little tool to start playing with. So if you're a guitarist and you fancy a little challenge, grab the ukulele. It is a lot of fun. Very hard, like the chords of it are completely different to guitar, so you would have to look the chords up or play with it long enough to know what the sounds are. So while we were watching Jeremy Kyle, or actually just after Jeremy Kyle, I went to get me and Hannah some food, as we do usually on a Tuesday, and I have chip shop because the chip shop that we go to is like the best chip shop in Hertfordshire, and she usually has favourite chicken. Well, we get through our meal and she bites into her chicken and it's raw. You know, you shouldn't be serving raw chicken anyway, but if you're a chicken place and that's all you cook, you should really get it right. So we rang them up and we said, look, this chicken's raw, and you know, what can you do about it, sort of thing. Like, we wanted our money back. This woman, or this girl that answered the phone, she goes, oh, it could be the marinade, where it marinades it goes a bit pink. Well, I understand that. I've been a chef for a very long time, so I understand that certain things happen when you marinate it, that it goes slightly pink and it doesn't really change from there. But this was raw. There's a lot difference between it being pink and it being raw. So I go back up there with the chicken and I wait for everyone to like leave, because I didn't want to make a massive hoo-ha about it. And she started giving me all the spill again, and it's like, just admit that you messed up and then give me my money. It was fine. But no, she carried on with excuses like, oh, it could have happened on the way home from the shop to where you live. And it's like, No, chicken doesn't uncook itself. Once it's cooked, it stays cooked. You know, yeah, sure, it'll get cold, but it doesn't uncook itself. So at this point, I'm feeling quite agitated because I just want to get my money back and go. And then she decides, after me telling her that I've been a chef for 15 years, she decides to then change her story. And this time she goes, oh, well, it could be where, you know, we make a batch up of chicken at the beginning of the week, and that usually lasts all week. I'm like, whoa, hang on a minute. So you're telling me that some of the chicken that you serve these people could potentially be a week old? Now, if anyone with any sense knows anything about food, will know that leaving chicken out for any more than 3 days in a fridge is wrong. Like, you're not allowed to do that. It's dangerous. You can cause massive illness or possibly kill people with rotten chicken, and that's potentially what it is. You know, it's not like a bit of bread where you can maybe push it 2 or 3 days over the sell by date or best before date. It's chicken. You can't do that. So yeah, if any advice to anyone that's watching this, if you like chicken, do not eat in the Old Town favourite chicken, because they serve week-old chicken and they don't even check it with the probe to make sure that the core temperature is at the right temperature. Otherwise they wouldn't serve raw chicken. Like I said, I would have been happy with them saying, oh, we're terribly sorry, here's your money back. Yeah, I wouldn't have eaten there ever again, but then I wouldn't have then gone on further to tell loads of people about my experience. They would have given my money back, I would have been fine, it would have been forgotten about. But no. So this week, well, last week I was supposed to give you guys some samples of guitar for beat making, ones that I'd created myself. But because I was learning the Riptide song, I didn't get round to recording any guitar. So what I have done is I've put together some of the drums, quite a nice pack, probably about 200-300 different drum sounds and bass sounds and chops and one stabs and stuff like that, or one shots even. And I will give you the information of where you can get this for completely free at the end of the video. So also, I forgot to mention last weekend that me and Harley watched a movie whilst eating our dinner. It was actually Harley's recommendation. It's called Sing, and basically what this is about is it a koala bear, Harley? Yeah. Koala bear? Yeah. It's about a koala bear who owns a theatre, and basically his theatre is getting closed down because he can't afford it, and the shows are there being complete rubbish. So he decides to do this talent contest, and this talent contest primarily consists of a pig, a monkey, well, an ape, some dogs. I think they're called Shih Tzus. They're Korean dogs. Well, I think they were Korean anyway. They were doing K-pop type music. What else was there, Harley? What other animals? Oh, there was a giraffe, there was a hedgehog, there was an elephant, and they were all singing. And from me describing it, it probably sounds pretty rubbish, but I really recommend it. Like, Harley fell asleep because it was getting late, but he'd seen it before. But it was definitely a really good film. I really enjoyed it, so I'm glad I watched that. So I reckon you guys should check that out. And Screen Crawlers, if you're watching, you should definitely review it. You won't get so angry about this. So on Friday morning, I get a message from a good friend of mine who's in my music group Unit 731, and he wanted me to make him a sleazy type, well, not sleazy, but like a moody type beat with, like, you know, that can get you in the groove, like give you nice vibes. So I decided to put something together that I'd already started working on, but I changed the direction of where it was going to match what he needed, and this is what I come up with. Finally, I wanted to tell you also on Friday morning, I was waiting at the bus stop and all I could hear was this fire alarm. And this fire alarm was really high pitched and it was going on for literally like 20 minutes until the fire brigade came. And I wasn't sure whether it was one of two of the shops that was there. But what I was thinking most about was the people that lived above this shop. It must have been extremely annoying because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning and this fire alarm's going off. Well, nonetheless, the fire brigade come, they go in, they gain access to the fire alarm, they switch it off, they come out, there's no fire, they went on their way. 2 minutes after the fire brigade left, the fire alarm started again. So, I mean, at that point my bus comes, so I could go. I didn't have to endure any more of that high-pitched agony that was causing me to get a headache. But for the people that live above those shops, whichever one it was either the pharmacy or Pizza Hut, I feel really bad for them. So yeah, as promised, here is the link for the download to the free beat pack that I've compiled together for you guys. I'll drop it in the bottom of the description, very bottom of the description. So you got to click on that button with the arrow and go right down to the bottom, and it will be the last link there saying download drum pack. What you do with that, surely if you're downloading this drum pack, then you'll know what you need to do to get that to work in your DAW. But if you don't, there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube for you to do that. I hope that you enjoy the drum pack. Anyway, till next time, I'll see you later. Peace.